All right, welcome to Live Fit with AJ. So today we're going to look at some great weight loss tips that really work. And do you ever feel that sometimes you kind of spend more time thinking about what you actually want rather than actually spending the time doing? Well, if you want to lose weight, there's been enough research and knowledge developed to know exactly how. So we're going to kind of jump in and go through some of these top tips. But how? That's the question, isn't it? Well, we want to stop any questioning, any second guessing, and let you try some of these tips once you've finished watching and listening. Losing weight isn't about luck, it's not about genetics. You can do the right things and you can do it yourself. So, this is what we're going to look at. We're going to be talking about calories, how you make yourself feel fuller, the benefit of hydration, looking at exercises like walking, the intensity of your exercise, the goals that you have with your weight loss, and staying motivated. Let's jump right in. So, calorie deficit. So, to lose weight is all about your calorie balance. Now, our lifestyles today, what's available to us with the fast food, the convenience, it's so easy to overindulge. And yes, that can feel like short term yummy food, but don't you feel that guilt and sometimes feel a little bit unwell as well once you've actually finished it? What we need to be doing is to take on the right food, the right liquids, and make sure that we're having less calories that we're taking on board than what we actually use. Another way to help get to this point of a calorie deficit is to make sure we use more calories. We want to burn more, exercise more, and be more active. Ultimately, this is kind of disrupting the balance, making it negative, which actually is a positive. And that's why it's called calorie deficit. Your body actually burns calories naturally. So processes like digestion need that energy. And for living in general, there's a thing called the basal metabolic rate. And again, that is about how many calories we need just to live and function day to day. And exercise really is kind of the icing on top. So we want to increase your general activity through a day and then add on exercise. So feeling full. This may sound a little bit simple, but we want to create that calorie deficit, okay? So we want to make food work better for us. Now, how is that possible? Your body, as you kind of take on carbohydrates, pastas, rice, bread, well, that can all end up stored as sugar. So we want to cut back on that sort of food to reduce that being stored. Instead, what we want to do is get a little bit clever and use foods that are rich in proteins, things like meats, fish, nuts. And don't forget your fibre as well. So that's typically always found in your vegetables and your fruits. Now, both of those, protein and fibre, really help fill you up. Now, doing so will help with your portion control. If you've got a plate in front of you of your main meal and you've got a couple of portions of vegetables there, you'll help to fill yourself up through that meal. Also, it'll help reduce the snacking through the day. And snacks can be the worst way to get extra fat, sugar, calories all brought into your body. Hydration. Now, this might sound a little bit random for people that haven't heard it before, but it's another way to feel fuller by staying hydrated. If you drink around your meal times, it's been found that actually you'll reduce your food consumption and therefore your calories. Now, it's not an opportunity for more fizzy pop, more alcohol, as both of those are high in sugar and calories, so it is best to avoid those when we're aiming for weight loss. But also, this is potentially why you may have come across lemon and ginger being big topics in weight loss. Well, they're great ways to make water taste a little bit nicer and make sure that you keep staying hydrated, ultimately to help reduce the calories you are taking on board because you feel fuller. Walking. So, this is all about discovering kind of those small steps. Now, opportunities to walk a little bit more are everywhere. and they all count. They all add up. Walking can burn hundreds of calories for you without you even noticing it. Now, maybe you're brand new to walking. Start by aiming to walk for just 10 minutes. Now do 2 minutes easier and do 2 minutes where you raise your pulse. You feel a little bit more breathless and just build up and get to a point where that feels comfortable. What you want to do is ultimately get to where you can walk for 30 minutes at one pace, and ideally 3 times a week. Now, find time, if you can, to get those midweek. I know it can be hard with careers and kids running around the house, but if you can get those 30 minutes in 3 times a week, you will start to be burning more calories more consistently. And then, hey, if you've got more time at the weekend, take the opportunity to go for longer walks. Walk with your friends, walk with your family, explore different areas, go further afield, explore what's out there. Moving from walking to thinking about the intensity, and this starts to move to exercise. The ultimate, and this was found through research, the ultimate calorie burn is in a short duration, high intensity exercise. So think of things like treadmill running, rowing, and doing weights. All great ways to help the calories drop off. Now, a great example for doing these cardiovascular exercises at this intensity is to do 45 seconds on at a high tempo and then have 30 seconds recovering and resting. Now, the top one, which research found for the best calorie burning, was using weights and making sure the intensity was nice and high in those sessions. And interestingly, the same research found the best for the burning of fat was actually running. So a few things maybe to try and see. You want to enjoy the exercise you're doing. That's a really important part of motivation, which we'll get to. Now, goal setting. We want to lose weight. Maybe we have a number, or maybe a piece of clothing, maybe ready for a special event, and that is your big goal. But big goals can be challenging, they can feel daunting. You don't necessarily want to get out of bed to go chase your big goal, so you've got to make it smaller. And making them smaller, having process goals will really help to shift the pounds. So, a process goal. This is something such as go running every Monday, or prepare my weekly meals on a Sunday afternoon. Make them actionable and simple. This will create those actions, that repetition, your routine, and your lifestyle. And you want that lifestyle to then be something that motivates you. So you've got your goals sorted. So let's make sure motivation stays high. And something in weight loss that always seems to be less spoken about is rewards. Now, rewards sometimes are always used to be always foodie, but why not switch it? Make sure that once you've done that exercise, once you've done that session or you've prepared your meals, watch your favourite box set. Jump in and have a bit of a duvet afternoon, or go to a local gig, book a concert. And if you need some motivation when you feel like it's dropping, use music. Music can really change your mood, pick you up, move you, and actually help you get up to the intensity of the exercise, or make sure you keep focused on your own improvement. So that's us. That's our great top tips that we've come across for weight loss. Subscribe for more, and good luck.